and welcome to Cali for game day 5 of the qualifying campaign for the 2025 FIBA AmeriCup. A crunch Group A matchup between Colombia and Chile here at the Coliseo Evangelista Mora. Colombia with a 10-6 advantage after just 2 minutes and 17 seconds, and stretch that by 1. They have come out on fire on the offensive end, knowing a win for them here this evening on the penultimate game day of the AmeriCup qualifiers will punch their ticket to the main event. They've scored the last 5 points without reply, and Chile answer to close it to just 1 possession. Chile know they could do with not just a win, but a win by more than 6 points to also take the tiebreaker over Colombia. Down by 5 again, and Colombia scoring pretty much each and every trip down the floor in the opening 3 minutes. At the same time as having the chance to qualify, or very nearly qualify in Chile's case tonight, both teams would be in significant danger with a defeat. That is how tight the group of death, Group A, is, even at this stage of qualifying. These two teams so far bringing their A game on the offensive end in the opening minutes of this one. Colombia again in behind, 15 points in the first 3.5 minutes. A third straight 5-point advantage. And fell on Juan Teo, a 39-year-old center. Group A becoming even more so the group of death after Venezuela beat Argentina earlier on this evening in a classic of a finish, 67-64. That really has opened this group up as wide as it can be at this stage, and an open lane that time, allowing Chile a conversion to take it back down to 3 once more. There is now even the possibility of finishing with a 4-way tie in this group, with all teams at 3-3, and how about Colombia pouring in 18 points in 4 minutes? Colombia now 4 of 4 from 3-point range. Chile down 6, biggest margin of the game. Shake-off shot off the mark, and Colombia an opportunity to create even more breathing room here. Really have the bit between their teeth. It's another 3. It's another make. And they're looking to make their path to the AmeriCup complete. Romario Roque again is rocking the house here in Cali. Timeout Chile. They trail by 9, 4.5 minutes in.
Necesito que siga corriendo. Cuando vas al bloqueo, siga corriendo, no al trote. Siga corriendo, es un esfuerzo. Escúchame. Está muy alto el porcentaje de eso. Está muy alto el porcentaje. Tenemos que pasar el mal momento ahora. El buen momento de ellos. ¿Está claro? Escuchá. Escuchá. Esta ofensiva, vamos 4 bajos sin llamar. 4 bajos sin llamar. Si no salimos a tirar pelota interior y seguimos en el motion.
Well, Chile have been rocked by Romario Roque, who's got 12 perfect points in the opening 4.5 minutes, including going 3 of 3 on the outside. The hot hands from the opening tip. And Chile douse out his fire, down 9. Having themselves started well on the offensive end until the last couple of minutes. They get an open look for 3 off the back of the timeout. Rims out though for Herrera. Colombia a chance for a double-digit advantage here. powering through the paint and then glancing off the glass. Juan Tello takes the lead to 11. Colombia roaring out of the gates. 23 points around the midway point of the first period. Chile up to 14, which ordinarily would be a positive output at this stage. Twisting and turning, bumping bodies was Atencia. Back to Tello, the veteran center. Off to Roque. Is he going to miss a shot? Here he is. Pulls up for a three again. 15 points for Mario Roque in 6 minutes. These fans can't quite believe what they're seeing. 4 of 4 from downtown, as well as hitting his only 2. A perfect 15. Herrera powering on the dribble drive, wants it to count, gets it down 1. Chance of a three-point play for Sebastian Herrera. Trying his best to fight fire with Roque. Can Chile survive the flamethrower in the first quarter that goes by the name of Romario Roque? Roque has 15 of Colombia's 26, doing so on perfect shooting, including 4 threes. 15 points in 6 minutes of action. For a man who averaged 10.5 points a game over the first 4. Roque again. Says, catch me if you can. And a trip to the line that time. He misses, but he's backed up on the ball by his teammate. So Colombia, another opportunity to score. I make it they've had 10 trips, 11 trips down the floor in this game. They could score here on 10 of them. It was Roque who drew the foul, so he's at the line to try to continue his perfect start. Okay, the 26-year-old 175 guard. One of the smallest men on any court he plays on. But might be coming up with one of the biggest stat lines of any player in this qualifying campaign, the way he's begun. And go figure, this start from Mario Roque, 4 of 4 from 3. Coming into this game, he was 1 of 18 on the outside over the previous 4 qualifiers. 17 points now in just over 6 minutes of action. And he fouls the shooter at the opposite end of the floor. So a trip to the line for 3 for Diego Silva, with Chile down by 12. Foul clearly on the three-point shot. As Roque looks to get to the shooter, is late, can't stop his momentum. Diego Silva, who's making his first appearance of this campaign for Chile, at the line for 3. Chile missing their MVP of this campaign for this game day 5 contest tonight, Manuel Suarez. But they have been rocked and rattled. Colombia were hoping to have Brian Angola available as a star player for them. That has not transpired. Romario Roque says, fear not. In the mood to punch that ticket. And here he goes again. Looking to have the game of his life. And the only way to stop him right now might be to foul him. Roque's been shooting 53% from 2 in this campaign, but only 1 of 18 from 3. Here he is with a chance to hit 19 points with only one miss in the first 6.5 minutes, and that one miss led to an offensive rebound and ultimately for him a trip to the line. He's scored on every trip he's had down the floor. And Colombia have scored on all but one of their trips down the floor. Points for Roque, who is 1 of 2 from 2, 4 of 4 from 3, and 5 of 5 at the line. A remarkable output in 6.5 minutes of action. That would be an excellent stat line, scoring the basketball at the end of a game. Chile down 11. Again, 19 points for them. Would be a decent number, a good number after 7 minutes, but Colombia with 30. That's an outstanding quarter at the end of a 10-minute period. Swivel and shot off the mark for Darryl Jones. Darryl Jones back with Chile, having missed the last window. Ball pings around in the paint. Colombia, for just the second time in the game, after more than 7 minutes, failed to convert on a trip down the floor. Chile getting a much-needed defensive stop, and now an opportunity to take it back to a single-digit margin. Both teams at the foul limit very early in this first quarter. And the first foul on Almanza. Roque will hear it from Cali as he goes to the bench for a break after 7.5 minutes. That, the only thing that can stop him. His coach taking him out of the game. Mario Roque close to doubling his average from these qualifiers per game in the first 7.5 minutes of this one. 19 points. Chile's opportunity to play catch-up perhaps now with him on the bench. Who's going to take on the offensive responsibility for the hosts? Atencia. Atencia, the 27-year-old point guard. The pass inside, and Echenique will rise to rock the rack and point in appreciation at the passer. Back of that Chile, creators of their own downfall. Their start on the offensive end completely fine, but on defense they have not had any answers whatsoever. That time, costly offensive foul to turn it over. Zero turnovers for Colombia. 10 of 13 shooting from the field, 7 of 7 from the line. 1 offensive rebound, so only 2 failed trips down the floor. The fade, not the finish. They missed that one. Grabbed the offensive rebound again, though. Their second of the game. Atencia creating more space. Passes on so lively. And that time, finding Almanza. So back-to-back assists for Atencia. That's now 3 assists in the game. He's taken on the ball handling responsibility since Mario Roque was withdrawn from the game after scoring 19 points the first 7.5 minutes. Diego Silva The line, not for the first time. Chile have converted all 6 of their twos. 7 of 10 at the line. So getting there on a regular basis. Only 1 of 5, however, from three-point range. Still 22 points. They're doing their best to stay within touch. Down 12. Tensia on the bounce again. And fell on the quizzical-looking Barham Amor, who's also making his first appearance of this campaign for Chile, the 29-year-old. Chile have now committed 8 fouls in this quarter, so another trip to the line to come for Colombia. Jaime Echenique there. He's come in for the last couple of minutes. Got that dunk as he came into the game with a bang. And now a pair of free throws, so 4 points in just over 2 minutes of action for the 7-footer. He's averaging a very impactful 15.5 minutes a game. 14 the gap now. 3-point shot. Chile need it and they get it. Aitor Piquet, their centre, showing he can stretch the floor. So a quarter of a century of points for Chile in 9 minutes, but still trailing by 11. Jacko, and he commits the offensive foul. Pushing out that right arm. Luis Alamanza doing his best to ensure the officials saw it. But nonetheless, it is, rightly so, the 3rd turnover for Chile. Colombia yet to commit one. Munoz onto the corner, quick shot, right on the money from Atencia, and Colombia have a 39-point period. Still time to hit or surpass 40. Darryl Jones, 10 to shoot here for Chile, gets it back, Jones. Working one-on-one, not really shifting the defense too much. Now they do, open shot, back iron, tipped into the hands of Almanza. Plenty of time for Colombia to surpass that 40-point plateau. Ansel Atencia, 6 points, 3 assists so far. We've got a technical on the bench here with 6 seconds of the first quarter to play. They can't believe it. Juan Cordoba is the Argentine head coach of Chile. Colombia led by Tomas Diaz, who debuted as their head coach in the November window. Started his tenure with the 6-point win in Chile. So 40 for Colombia, and one more 3. Why not? Doesn't go down though. Most of them have done, as Colombia finish with 40 points in the period. This is a team that have averaged only 68.8 points a game through the course of this qualifying campaign. But they came out here with Romario Roque looking to burn the whole place down, and the output hasn't dropped too much since he went to the bench on 19 points just over 2.5 minutes ago. Colombia 40, Chile 25. is the game you're watching. It is, after only 10 minutes, a remarkable 40 points for Colombia. Let's try to dissect that incredible offensive performance from Colombia. Mario Roque, 19 points. The only time he missed, he got the ball back off an offensive rebound and made the free throws. So he's essentially perfect in terms of points per trip down the floor. 5 of 6 from the field, 5 of 5 from the line, 4 threes without a miss. Chile, 25 points, is on pace to hit 100 for the game, yet they trail by 15. What that 25 points has done, at least, is ensure they're still in this game, because otherwise they might not have been, even at this early stage. Chile led by carry on 6 points, 5 for Herrera, 5 for Silva. Colombia, though, the 19 for Roque and 7 for Atencia, who took the baton and looked to run with it off the back of Roque's walk to the bench. Or apologies if you're having any issues with your sound, as Roque turns it over. And could that signal a turning of the tide as Chile get their transition opportunity to go and close it to 13? The first blemish on Romario Roque's mesmerizing stat line, but how about Hansel Atencia's way of backing him up, coming right back down and knocking down from downtown. That stretches the advantage to 16. Cancels out Chile's 2 with a 3. Nice kick to the corner. 3-point shot for Chile. Short. Offensive rebound. Floater long. And a whistle. He'll go to the line for 2. Sebastian Carrasco, the 25-year-old point guard. He's only playing 12 minutes a game through these qualifiers, but averaging 6.5 points, half a steal. Had been shooting it really well, including 6 of 8 from 3. So 15 the gap, turnover Colombia. So no turnovers whatsoever in the first period, 2 in the opening minute and a half of the second. Chile looking for back-to-back scores. They turn it over themselves, though. Opening up his long legs, Rantello down the floor. Nice interior pass, leaving the freedom of the paint for Michael Wright to put it in. Wright's first field goal, 4 points and 8 minutes of action for him. He was their star in the win in Chile on game day 3, when he had 25 points and 5 rebounds. Chile another turnover. It's a transition triple air ball, but gathered by Roque underneath. Now they can slow it down. Roque to the foul line, high arcing floater doesn't go. Herrera the rebound. Entry pass, mismatch, and put in by Felipe Haas. Chile back within 15, having trailed by a game-high 17. And Felipe Haas up to 5 points, 2 of 3 from the field. Colombia timeouts.
Lo que hay es que comprimir, sea con un pase al centro y pasar la pelota o penetrar, pero no llegar hasta aquí. Aquí va a ser muy complicado.
Hey, 0 y van 2. Si ves que hay 2 jugadores en la pintura, está pendiente por el comeback, ¿ok?
Pero por eso, lateraliza la llevada de la pelota. No lleves aquí, llévala por aquí para que ya sepa enseguida y vamos enseguida para acá, ¿sí me entiendes? En la zona, lateraliza la traída, o sea, tráela por acá. ¿Estamos de acuerdo?
Okay. 5-5 second period so far, but Colombia requiring a timeout. Felipe Haas receiving the lobbed inbound pass, getting in behind. Colombia coach wanting to talk it through. That's one of the key players for Chile. And another player back with the team, having missed the November window, along with Darryl Jones. Expected to boost the team, those two players arriving, but that's with star scorer Manuel Suarez injured. He's been averaging 19.5 points. Big one-handed cram jam. Not for the first time from Echenique. A heavyweight hit for Colombia to go up by 17. They brought the open up for 3 on the far side and take it. They might need to light it up from long range to close this gap, because they still can't find the answers on the defensive end. Turn around, take and make. Juan Teo. Shooting confidence of Romario Roque early on, just infectious across this Colombian roster. 49 points in 13.5 minutes of action. It's another 3 for Chile. It's another make. Really finding their range. Back-to-back threes. Back within 13, having trailed by 17, but they need defensive stops. And a whistle that time. Now the foul is against Echenique. 2 meters 13 center, who has kicked out his legs while taking the shot. So he's punished with a technical foul. So Chile an opportunity with Herrera at the line. A star player for Chile on the offensive end in the absence of Manuel Suarez. Here's a look at the call. Now this is the big dunk from Echenique. Oh, they love that one here in Cali. The same player then kicking out his legs towards the defender on a shot attempt, punished with a technical. Converted by Chile. An opportunity for them to continue to try and find a foothold on the comeback trail. Carrasco spinning, stopping, pulling up. Short there. Roque, 19 points in the first 7.5 minutes for him. 3-point shot Colombia off offensive rebound, Teo. But a foul on him, so Colombia with a bit of foul trouble here. But the foul's on the defense, I think, for holding. And they're inside. Roque gets right back at it. 21 points in the first half for Roque. He's now exactly double his qualifiers average of 10.5 points a game. (14) the advantage. He's going to go out. Just got his first bucket since the first 7.5 minutes. Carrasco, guarded by Minotta. Work it quickly through multiple hands. Haas backing in. Heavy-handed though. Offensive rebound, knocked away. Colombia out swiftly and in style. Wouldn't go down though. Off Hansel Atencia's behind the back dribble. He was Colombia's MVP in the last window, including 18 points against Chile in the reverse meeting. 4 assists, 2 steals as well in that one. Also had 10 points, 6 assists, 3 steals in defeat to Argentina. We've seen that energy down the floor from Colombia. The head coach Tomas Diaz says that the main change he wants to implement since arriving on the bench for the November window is that their defense becomes more intense to help them play with a fast-paced transition attack. He's recognised that the group has the physical attributes to do that, but said he needs to install the mentality and create that identity in this team. We've certainly seen that over the first 15 minutes. We've seen the athleticism down the floor. I'm sure he'd like a few more defensive stops to run off the back of. Chile needing each and every point they can get right now. Haas can't help them out. 1 of 4 at the line now. Team just 9 of 15, trailing by 14. Atencia pulls away from Haas, shoots the shot over the top of Carrion, can't convert, but how many times have Colombia missed and then got a second chance opportunity? Carrasco. So 16 now is 1 off the largest margin. Colombia's only issue really in the second period is the foul counts. That one committed by Minotta is second, and it takes the team to the limit. Alejandro Minotta playing in this campaign for the first time, a 26-year-old forward. I feel Chile need a big 4 minutes here to finish the first half. Their offense has kept their hopes alive. Their defense now needs to show up. And they need to make their free throws. Sebastian Herrera, 2 of 3 so far. He's now their top scorer with 7 points. A couple of assists as well. With Paris in France and the top European competitions. Won the Euro Cup last season. 6.2 points, shot 44% from the perimeter and moved to the championship. Well, good hands inside, but they're not the best pass. The UK did well to catch it. Teammate couldn't do the same for a pass that was fired at him. 0 turnovers in the first quarter for Colombia, 3 here in the second. How about quick hands on defense, though, from Almanza? Lands on the baseline. He's traveling so fast to try and intercept the pass. Very much in the game, despite the 53 points from Colombia. Herrera. Looking to drop it off in traffic. Used his teammate as a decoy and got it at his second bite of the cherry. So Herrera to 10 points. Three-point shot for Almanza. Rebound Herrera as well. Chile could get back within 10 or maybe even single figures. Having trailed by 17. Three-point shot Herrera. Heat check one for him. Colombia 7 of 12 on the outside, but they've started 6 of 6. It's the threes that have dried up for Colombia. Their offense has slowed down slightly. Here's one off the mark again. Offensive rebound again, though, and put back in by Deluque. 26-year-old's power forward. Everybody's stepping up. Soren Deluque hadn't hit a single field goal in this campaign before tonight. He's now 2 of 2 for 4 points in 2.5 minutes. Both of them off the back of offensive rebounds. No look pass down the floor in transition. A bit of showtime from Colombia, but too flashy, not the finish. Now Chile looking to just take the simple score in transition. Only one thought in mind for Herrera. And Carrasco converts. He's stepping up now, 8 points for Carrasco, 10 for Herrera. Corner three, gets them back at it from long range. Hansel Atencia, 33% on the outside. En route to 12.8 points a game in this tournament. Chile can't cancel. Offensive rebound for them. Lost it underneath Haas. He's having a tough time right now. Well, Atencia now has 13 points, 4 assists. His stat line starting to look as impressive as Romario Roque's. And Colombia knocked down another right in front of their bench. Tony Trocha with their 8th three of the game. In fact, make it their 9th. They're hitting them too fast for the stats guys to keep up. Colombia, who looked to be fading slightly. Chile looked to be coming back. Instead, get back at it with back-to-back threes and go up by the largest lead of the game at 18.
Vamos caja 1. No, va con Trocha, pegado con él. Los dos se va adelante y ustedes dos atrás. Cuadrado y uno. A Trocha. Está. Ey, esta ofensiva necesitamos anotar. Está. Vamos 3 o 23. 3 o 23.
Hey, vamos a terminar el juego bien.
The first converted field goal of the game for Trocha. After he'd missed his first 2 shots, big power forward hits, big perimeter shot. And the lead is the biggest it's been at any point in proceedings. 18 for Colombia now. Chile were looking to close it to 10 only a couple of minutes ago, having earlier trailed by 17. Herrera, he'd been the spark for that attempted the comeback off this time, though. Offensive rebound. A little floater in the lane, doesn't go. Pickett battling away to no avail. This time on the boards, quarterback pass too long into the end zone. "40 points, remember, in the first period for Colombia. So 21 in the second is an improvement on the defensive end for Chile, who've forced 5 turnovers on Colombia. They didn't commit a single one in the first period. But at the same time, Chile's offense has been slower as well. And there's turnover number 6 on Colombia, waiting down the floor, putting it in, Herrera. So he now has 12 points. He's going to update. 12 for Herrera. He's had one of his baskets taken away. And again, the stats are late. 12 for Herrera is his tally here in the first half. Deep three-point shot with time to spare. Why not? The limited range. With a stay-alive 3, perhaps, to close what had been the joint largest deficit of the game at 18, down to 15 at the finish of a fireworks first half. Colombia with 63 points at the half, having averaged less than 69 per game across their first 4 in these qualifiers. They qualify with a win here tonight, and halfway towards getting there. 63-48 the score, 57-56, 100 shooting split. Chile not bad at all, apart from the foul line. 48 points. Big output for them. Juan Cordoba and his team will continue to search for a way to stop the hosts on offense. After the 40-point first period for Colombia, they were limited to 23 in the second. Chile need to limit them far more in the third and the fourth. Half-time here in Cali, 63-48 to Colombia. Let's take a look at the best moments of the opening 20 minutes, in particular the second quarter here. And Hansel Atencia, perhaps the man of the second period for Colombia, after Mario Roque had scored 19 of his 21 points in the first 7.5 minutes of this game. Atencia then took charge, and he has played every single second of this ball game so far. 13 points, 5 assists, just 1 turnover for Atencia. As for Chile, man there, Sebastian Carrasco has 11. Sebastian Herrera has 12. Again, the problem's not on the offensive end for them. Colombia keep on hitting their threes, now 9 of 16 from downtown. And 8 of those 9 threes have come from those 2 star players. Romario Roque, 4 of 4, all in the first 7.5 minutes. Hansel Atencia, 4 of 7.
Education, health, justice. We sometimes take these simple things for granted. They're not common for all of us. We are all born on the same planet, but not with the same opportunities.
Whatever our gender, color, belief, or capability, we are one. We are all on the same team. Let's convince those who never thought they'd do it that they can. We can. Together, we are stronger. No matter your origin, basketball can bring everyone together. Basketball for good.
goodness. The dunk as well by Romero and a chance for a three-point play. Look at this pass.
Coach is now going to have to try to force this one up from the halfway.
Oh, baby! Buenas noches! Are you kidding me? Tony Trocha, that is incredible.
Silverio Ruiz comes up with yet another steal, 3-on-1. Can they make the most of it? Touch pass, Martinez! Oh my goodness! What a special rejection.
Oh, did he nutmeg him? I think he may have. Did he throw it through the legs? If he didn't, it was right, really close. Smart to Kaminsky, and ball knocked out of his hands. Now Puerto Rico running.
Oh my goodness gracious! Are you kidding me? Philip Wheeler.
Quickly, the USA the other way. More behind the back. Smart, and then getting it to Covington, who gets his first bucket.
What a movement for the Brazilians up high. Caboclo hits the lob, finishes it off beautifully, and you can already see the talent of Bruno Caboclo.
Flings it back out. There's a good opportunity. It goes high, but it's not being put in. And of course, quick transition. Oh, reverse dunk time. Put it in. Cardozo. Bring it on. Panama through the paint. Oh, SWAT team in town. And it's Cardozo again. He is just on fire, isn't it? Well, it's dreamlike, isn't it? This man here, Cardozo, is just quality.
Did that go in? Are they going to count the bucket? Yes, they are! Tony Troca!
Over Caboclo. Rubino now, he's got the lob. Watch out. What up high! It's thrown down by Cardozo. Crowd is fired up. Even Coraza puts his hands on his head as if to say he can't believe what he just saw. Let's take another look at that one though.
That is unbelievable.
These guys will be legends in their own country, but also in the international basketball world forever.
Welcome back to Cali. What a first half these fans have seen as they look to watch their team officially qualify for the AmeriCup from the group of death. Group A here in these qualifiers, which is wide open, even more so tonight after Venezuela, the bottom place team, won so dramatically against Argentina, the group leaders, in the first game of the evening. We've had a remarkable story so far here as well, with Romario Roque scoring 19 points in the first quarter. Sebastian Herrera then looking to answer in the second period, in which he scored the majority of his team-high 12 points for Chile. But they have really struggled to close a gap that only grew to 18 points, despite Romario Roque cooling down eventually for Colombia, having scored 19 points the first 7.5 minutes. Couple in double figures for Chile. 12 for Herrera. They've also had 11 from Carrasco. Herrera 4 of 9 from the field. 3 of 6 from 2, 1 of 3 on the outside, 3 of 4 from the line. But how about the first 7.5 minutes for Mario Roque, who just shot lights out, came out on fire. The fire in his belly to ensure Colombia play on the grand stage in August. Talk about setting the tone on the offensive end. 19 points in the first 7.5 minutes. It took a long time before he missed a shot, then had a 2 in the second period to take his tally to 21. Okay, 2 of 4 from 2, but 4 of 4 from 3 and 5 of 5 at the foul line. 19 points in a 40-point first quarter for Colombia. That built the breathing room, and they have not given it up since. They led by 15 at the end of that first period. They lead by 15 at halftime as well, after a 23-23 second period. These fans sitting comfortably for now. One hand on the win that would take them to the AmeriCup. There's a long way to go in this one. And a defeat could be significantly damaging for either of these nations tonight, in a group that could still finish with a 4-way tie. Colombia did beat Chile by 6 in the reverse meeting on game day 3, so that works significantly in their favor. Win tonight, or indeed a defeat by fewer than that margin, would see them win their head-to-head tiebreaker, and it could well be pivotal in this touch-tight group. Right now, they have a significant advantage, up by 15. The biggest offensive output in this campaign so far has been 80 points. They've got 63 at the half here. They started with a 19-point defeat in Venezuela last February. 3 days later, they won the reverse meeting by 3 at home, and had that 6-point win in Chile in November, but they lost their second game in the last window by 20 in Argentina, who they have the ominous task of hosting in their final game here on Sunday night. So they did desperately feel perhaps they needed to win this one and take this opportunity to qualify with a win today before they have to host Argentina. They have very much brought their best to game day 5 thus far. As for Chile, 2-2 as well, only behind Colombia on the tiebreaker. They lost by 12 in Argentina to start, then beat the Argentines by 2 at home a few days later, so that was the only defeat for Argentina in this campaign ahead of tonight. In the last window in November, Chile lost by 6 in that game at home to Colombia, but then had a 25-point win over Venezuela, a nation they hadn't beaten in 45 years. So they were in a positive position in that sense, getting both of their games against Argentina out of the way. Also having that huge margin against Venezuela, who they'd hoped to take the head-to-head tiebreaker over. The problem for Chile, aside from missing top scorer Manuel Suarez, is they now finish with back-to-back road games. Juan Cordoba's team here today, and then in Venezuela on Sunday, when they need to pick up at least one win from the 2 games. They trail by 15 in this one, and Venezuela all revved up now after their home win over Argentina tonight. Plenty to contemplate for the coaching staff of Chile. They were expected to be the weakest team in Group A coming in, but in recent years, improvements in their domestic league, several players going overseas, has raised hope. Better results on the international scene had started to materialise, but it could yet be a disappointing finish to this qualifying campaign. There's so much hope. They've never before qualified for the AmeriCup.
sigamos apoyando a nuestra selección Colombia.
Con la defensa, ¿sí? Hombre a hombre. La primera pelota hombre a hombre.
Necesitamos más las, que no haya gol abajo.
Escuchá, es hombre a hombre, es hombre a hombre. Y solamente si le digo dos después del gol de zona. ¿Está claro?
¡Vamos, muchachos!
Cordoba getting his team so close to that ultimate goal. And finally playing at the biggest event on the continent. Why they fall over these final couple of hurdles. As for Colombia, they only qualified for their first AmeriCup in 2017. They then qualified, however, again for the last edition in 2022, got their first ever win in the competition. So now looking to make it 3 straight AmeriCup qualifications, having never got to the grand event before. Roque starts the second half with the inbound. Colombia start the second half with the 15-point lead. 18 has been their largest. And it's Roque. He has cooled down, but Colombia haven't. The man who scored 19 points in the first 7.5 minutes only has 21. But Colombia still have a large lead. Herrera off to Carrasco, the 2 danger men for Chile. And that will take it down to 12 points as Sebastian Carrasco becomes their top scorer. Herrera that time turning provider. Picked out pass to the corner, Roque skipping into the lane, back out. Letizia. Short on the shot. Couldn't grab the offensive rebound. Ibargüen had 4 of them. And these two teams met in Chile on game day 3, 7 total rebounds. Chile can get back-to-back conversions on the offensive end here with that defensive stop as well to start the third quarter. It really would be game on again. Herrera in their driver's seat. Pirouette towards the elbow. Herrera, great off-ball movement, puts it in, and Chile back within 10 from 18 down. $14 now for each of Herrera and Carrasco. It's going to be a foul on the floor against Sebastian Carrasco. He's taking on a much bigger role. One of Chile's rising stars, his second foul. I mentioned in the first half he was only averaging 12 minutes a game over the first 2 windows, albeit making the most of those limited minutes. And now making the most of a bigger role tonight. As 2 is Romario Roque. He's been Colombia's creative leader in this campaign, 4 assists a game. Doubling his scoring average already in this game from 10.5 points a game the first 4 to 21 tonight. That was his first miss from the line. He's up to 22. Such has been his phenomenal output. The performance of his teammate Hansel Atencia has gone somewhat under the radar. Atencia now 13 points, 5 assists, a steal and just 1 turnover. Chance for Chile to make it a single-digit margin here after Roque split the pair. And the jab step ball on the floor, jabbing back with his quick hands on defense. Juan Tello still quick as a cat at 39. Here is Atencia. Tello. Atencia again. Skip pass, far side, three-point shot. They've had plenty of them, not that one. 9 of 18 for 50% on the outside as a team, Colombia. They only average 7 made threes a game in these qualifiers, above that already. Well, back out, Herrera did well. Facing the wrong way to catch it, even better to pull the trigger, but he misses the bucket. And Tello stripped on his flight path. This building has gone comparatively quiet after the start Chile have made on the defensive end in particular. In this third quarter, only 1 point from the foul line in nearly 3 minutes of action for Colombia after 63 points in the first half. Chilean defense has finally arrived, showed up at the building at half-time. Roque dancing with the defense. Oohs and ahs drawn from the crowd, but no points on the board. Chile another opportunity to make it a single-digit margin here. A foul on Roque. First on Colombia. The byproduct of that improved defense from Juan Cordoba's Chile. So they picked up a few fouls. In fact, we're seeing a foul on the wrong team. Now it's corrected. Chile, 3 fouls. Roque for Colombia, 3 personal fouls. That's a problem for him and his team. Herrera. Putting him through his man. Colombia looking to run and gun and stun and have some fun. And Andres Ibargüen does just that to lift spirits in this arena again. And Atencia, the lightning on defense. A blink and you'll miss it, steal and conversion. Timeout Chile, who put so much work into the first 3 minutes to close the gap and get a couple of opportunities to make it a single-digit margin, now trail by 15 again.
Acerquen al balón para que nos atrape. Estamos jugando muy lejos. Estamos jugando muy lejos del aro. Si no podemos correr, paciencia. Nos pusimos en el partido, jugando nuestro juego. ¡Hey! Próxima ofensiva. Vamos 4, vamos 4, vamos 4. Dale, 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 dale. Sigue corriendo,
That's how quickly Colombia can hit back-to-back buckets. In the blink of an eye, back up by 15, as was the margin at the start of this period. And how Colombia scoreless for the first 3 minutes of the quarter. And 5 in a flash for the hosts. Chile also have those 3 fouls underneath their name already in this third quarter as well. So only 1 more to give the rest of the period. Again, that's the byproduct of turning up the intensity on the defensive end, which ultimately is counted for nothing at this stage because it's now a 5-5 third period. And the gap is as it was. There's the second foul on Colombia, though. Atencia with it on the mismatch underneath. That's his second. Mario Roque currently on the bench on 3 fouls. Nobody else has more than 2 for Colombia. Sebastian Carrasco, who's been one of Chile's key players had a joint team-high 14 points, also a team-high 4 assists. He's on 3 personal fouls, but needs must remains on the floor on 3. Diego Silva's also picked up 3. He's not a key player though. There's a real problem at the stripe for Chile. 11 of 19 for 58%. That's going to hurt. And they're down by this margin. It could be so much closer. Shot clock winding down. The heave and hope shot off left. Rebound grabbed by Carrion. Can they chip away again at this 15-point margin? That's been the number of the night, the 15. 15 at the end of the first, 15 at the end of the second, 15 presently. Colombia catch Chile up in that third quarter foul count. Late whistle that time. A clear foul on the attack. So carry on at the line. He missed his previous 2 attempts. He gets that one to move to 7 points. So Carrion, who's averaging 18 minutes a game in this campaign, 7 points, 4 rebounds. And 1 of 4 from the line tonight. Chile 12 of 21 for 57%. Down 14. A fabulous fade and finish from the evergreen Juan Teo. Colombia by 16, midway point of the third. There's the 4th foul on Colombia, so they overtake Chile. Any further fouls from their defense now the rest of this third quarter will send Chile to the line, although it's not particularly a negative right now for Colombia the way Chile are shooting it. Shooting it better from the field than they are from the foul line, Chile. Oh, way off though. Long pass down the floor. Teo again, a little bit of footwork. And the soft touch finish falls off front time for the big man. Back-to-back scores for Teo. He's got 10 now, as well as 6 rebounds, 4 assists and 3 steals. What an all-round performance. Under the radar all-round. He's now got the highest efficiency of all players in the game. How about the denial from the rotating defense on the cover? Andres Ibargüen take a bow. It was in Jacko attacking. Had a little look. Did not see Ibargüen coming. Team now ties the largest lead of the game. No matter what Chile do, can't seem to close the gap. At the line, 14 points so far, 3 of 4 at the foul line. .21 points in the home defeat to Colombia when he went 6 of 12 from 3. He's averaging 14.5 points a game on 43% three-point shooting in this campaign, as well as a team joint high 3.8 assists a game. He's over his scoring average now in this one, but he's only 1-4 from 3. Perimeter shooting is where Chile have really been bested by Colombia as well, as to the free throw percentage. Chile actually shooting a better percentage on the interior. A block off Colombia on the inside that time. .16 again. Final 4 of the third quarter. All going through multiple hands. Darryl Jones, we've not seen too much of him. And Jacko way off. Airball telegraphed. The rim cut off on the baseline. And the comeback route cut off for Juan Cordoba's team, it seems. Three-point shot. Off balance, off the mark from Munoz. Offensive rebound though. Michael Wright again. We've not seen too much of him as he bursts to the basket and will go to the line for 2. Michael Wright's played 19.5 minutes, but he's only got 4 points and 1 of 3 shooting. Not having scored 25 when these two teams last met. In that one, he was 3 of 3 from 2, 3 of 4 from 3, and 10 of 13 at the foul line. 28 efficiency. That was the second best of all players across the second window. First miss at the line tonight. 17 again. 14 minutes to play. Darryl Jones. So more of the ball now, Darryl Jones. Misses the 3 though. Batted back by Pickett. 3-point shot. He's short from Carrasco. And Colombia are not hanging around. Looking to use that physicality and athleticism and spring in their sneakers. It's a different brand of basketball to the one played by Chile. Thomas Diaz talked about that pre-game, anticipating a fight to control the tempo. Colombia's high pace versus Chile's half-court game. Park went at the line for 2. A perfect 3 of 3. Colombia 13 of 16 at the stripe, far more efficient than Chile. 18 gained the largest lead of the game. Had that number a few times now. Carrasco's 3 off again. Back-to-back misses for him. Chile have started to struggle on the offensive end. Carrasco was 3 of 5 on the outside before those back-to-back misses. And Colombia have the first 20-point lead of the game. And it comes with 12 minutes to play. Thomas Diaz's team in complete control.
Switch it! Switch it!
Down the right rail goes Darryl Jones. He's trying to take on more responsibility. Somebody needs to for Chile. It's not happening for them right now at either end of the floor. They've faded fast here in this third quarter, having fought for so long to try and at least keep up within striking distance of Colombia. The hosts looking to burst away beyond the horizon now. So 13-8 third quarter for Colombia. And the largest lead of the game at 20, and slicing and dicing the defense. Carrasco, after back-to-back three-point misses, gets a two-point make. Makes it a game in the teens again. 3 off the mark for Atencia. It's not over, but it would take an incredible comeback for Chile from here. To start it with back-to-back scores. Corner 3. How about 5 in a row for Chile, who say we're not done yet. From 20 down to within 15. Final minute of the third. Teo, the show and the go and the shot, but short. Battle for the ball on the baseline. Barguen hitting the deck hard. Colombia might still need that hustle to see it through. Barguen doing his best to poke it back and also find a gap to avoid a head injury on the advertising boards. Score, and then a stop for Chile here. Really would bring belief back. Herrera, their main man, knocks down a thrilling 3. And Chile, from 20 down in a couple of minutes, are back within 12. They refuse to wave the white flag. Contact drawn by Octavio Munoz, the 24-year-old. And he will go to the line for 2. Munoz only averaging 6 minutes a game. Showing confidence. And trying to alleviate the little bit of pressure that Chile had put on Colombia right at the end of this third quarter. The foul, hitting the free throws, taking it back to 14. This team, they've done much better on defense in the third quarter, but they've only shaved 1 off the halftime deficit. 4.9 seconds to improve that. They will get their shot away. But off the mark as it was challenged all the way by Tony Trocha. Chile improving their defense third quarter. They're going to have to marry their best offensive period with perhaps their best defensive period in the fourth to stand a chance of that comeback. 78-64, Colombia. Still shooting it superbly. Chile doing okay from the field, not so much from the foul line. Could do with a few extra points there. And that was actually the worst offensive period in the game for both teams by a distance. We saw an explosive first half on the offensive end. But defense dominating the third quarter. Chile improving through the course of the game. Lost the first period by 15, tied the second quarter, and then won that third period by 1, 16-15. And now they're going to have an explosive finish in the fourth. Still trailing by 14 points. It looked to be almost out of reach for them a couple of minutes ago, down by 20. But they produced a stay-alive finish to the quarter. One of their main men in doing so. The number 8, Sebastian Carrasco, 16 points, 6 assists, 2 steals for him. Sebastian Herrera has 19 points to lead them. Colombia still led by the 22 of Romario Roque. It'll be 19 of those coming in the first quarter. Latencia, 15 points, 5 assists. Vanteo, 10 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists and 3 steals. Start to the final period. Chile down 14, begin with the ball. Herrera. He's going to take it from way outside, from way beyond the setting sun, showing the sun has not yet set on Chile. It's an 11-point game. What a start to the fourth from Herrera. The two won't bounce for Colombia. And Chile an opportunity on their first 2 possessions of the fourth quarter to make it a single-digit game from 20 down. That's a foul on Deluque. So the 20-point margin was produced with 2.5 minutes of the third quarter to play. It remained into the final 2 minutes of that third period. It's an offensive foul against Herrera, drawn by his opposite number, Romario Roque. Looking to do the dirty work to try and seal this win and this ticket for Colombia. After doing the fancy stuff to start. They started to cut the 20-point deficit, Chile, with exactly 1.5 minutes of the third period to play when Sebastian Carrasco headed 2. 3-point shot off for Colombia. In the last 2.5 minutes, Colombia have only scored 2 points. Chile have scored 9. 2-9 run. At a point they had to make a run. Can they continue it here? Slipping, sliding pivot foot. Fans want to travel. The battle getting scrapes and scratches. Herrera forces the jump ball down on his knees. (76-56) was the 20-point lead. Now 78-67. Chile are not going away. They know they face the prospect of having to go and win in Venezuela in their final game. A Venezuela team that have beaten Argentina tonight on home court. Atencia free for the 3, can't make it count. Batted back. Echenique couldn't catch it, and Chile have it back, and another opportunity to make it a single-digit margin. And the significance of the single-digit margin, not just psychological, but also mathematical. It makes it only a 3-possession game. There's a long, long way to go in this one. Chile have also limited fouls so far in these first 2 minutes. That had been a problem for them in previous quarters. Herrera and Pickett can't put it in from close proximity. That is tough to take. After he gets a good look, Aitor Pickett, a 63% field goal shooter. Picked off though by Herrera. Yet another chance for the single-digit margin. They've had plenty of them now, Chile. Can they finally take this one? Carrasco gets it off front iron, and from 20 down, Chile are back within 9, and belief is certainly back. Etched over all of their faces as they celebrate on their way to the bench, and Colombia are forced to call timeout in a game they were leading by 20 just a few minutes ago. Chile have started the fourth quarter by scoring the first 5 points. Colombia have started it on a 2.5-minute drought. After they had a 76-56 lead, 4 minutes of play ago. It has now become just 9 on a 2-13 Chile run. Best run of the game, coming over the last 4 minutes of action, bridging the third and fourth periods. 7.5 minutes is a lot of time to overturn what is now only a 3-possession deficit. The wind is in Chile's sails. Contrasting emotions in the two camps right now. Colombia are not at the AmeriCup yet, not by a long way. It's a head-scratcher right now. Up by 20 with 1.5 to play in the third quarter, now only by 9. Can they get the offense moving off the back of the timeout from Thomas Diaz? Teo turn to their greatest veteran, who turns, torments and converts. Just individual excellence from Juan Teo. 11 the gap, 7 to play. Herrera, who's really been heating up the longer the game's gone on. He's got 22 points now. Sebastian Herrera. Carrasco, oh, he got it at 1. Now they've called it the other way. Well, Sebastian Carrasco put it in. And he gets the score. But they've also called a foul against Chile. So it's the technical for Colombia and kicking out the legs again. So Carrasco, who felt perhaps he was fouled for a chance at the 4-point play. He has to settle for hitting the 3. But then the missed free throw from Atencia to an 8-point game. The leg kick out does not harm Chile too much. With one leg off for Teo, offensive rebound, looking to volley it back in was Trocha. This is going to be a fight to the finish now. Chile looking to ride a wave of momentum, have made an 8-2 start to the fourth quarter. Colombia now in a psychological battle with themselves, having almost been celebrating the win, up by 20. Only 5 minutes ago in terms of basketball time. Oh, offensive rebound off the missed free throw. The handoff to Roque. Still a single-digit game, but Roque with a 3 misses. Offensive rebound again, and Chile punished for not protecting their own backboard. The third chance scoring opportunity for Andres Ibargüen. And that takes it to 11. It's so tough to take for Juan Cordoba on the Chile bench. Pass back out to the perimeter. 3 off. Offensive rebound for them, though. Haas, he misses. Felipe Haas, expected to be one of their key players, has had a tough time. 5 points, 2 of 5 from the field, but 1 of 4 from the stripe. Basket here for Colombia. Really would free those demons that have been planted in their minds by Chile over the last 5 minutes or so. Oh, what a move, the up fake, the spin, not the score though from Teo, who misses after so much hard work to create the good look at the basket. And here's the sharp shooter for Chile. They look to gun down a big Colombia lead. Back within 8 points, midway point of the final period. Home crowd here in Cali trying to encourage Colombia now. It's Roque for 3. He's gone from on fire to ice cold. Behind the back goes Silva. Entry pass, mismatch, spotted underneath and a foul. Well, Chile have the bit between their teeth. Fans up on their feet, anticipating potentially a comeback for the ages. Their hopes would be on thin ice of making their first AmeriCup if they were to lose tonight. If they were to win, what a completely different story they might be writing. Injacko will go to the line for 2. It is presently a 19-7 run in Chile's favor. And Jacko has played a big part with a big 3 recently. Now needs a big pair. His first free throws of the night. What a nervy finish it's going to be for these Colombian players and fans. A 21-7 run for Chile, closing the gap to just 2 possessions, having trailed by 20. Static outside shot. They've all dried up for Colombia now. In fact, after making 9 threes in the first half in which they scored 63 points, they haven't made a single one in the second half. They've fallen to 33% on the outside. Haas flips it over 2 defenders. Swivel, not the score though. Rebound for Trocha. Final 4 minutes. Hold on to your hats. Trocha trying to slip it in. Back out, wide open. Can he get back on target? He can. Romario Roque, the superstar start from him, might be the closer for Colombia as well. That takes it back to 9. Roque will take the foul on the mismatch on the defensive end. He's got 25 points now. 19 of those came in the first 7.5 minutes, if you're joining us late. Only 2 in the second quarter. And only 1 in the second half from the foul line before he just hit that 3. So 25 through the course of the game. But he'd gone from on fire to ice cold, potentially to close it now in the final 4 minutes. Carry on at the line. And Chile have really improved in that regard. Started to make their free throws, having been at a terrible level for a while. Carry on the personification of that issue as he makes both. He was only 1 of 4 before that. Roque can't get the bounce. Will battle for the rebound though. Great tenacity from Romario Roque. Teo pots it in, gets his geometry spot on. And Colombia looking to hold Chile at arm's length. Fans up in arms, giving up another offensive rebound. That's been big for Colombia. Foul on the defense, Michael Wright. Both teams at the foul limit here. Thomas Diaz, the Colombian head coach, not convinced. Chile are going to have to keep improving that free throw shooting percentage, it seems, down the final stretch. Herrera, one player for them who's not had a problem, 5 of 6. He's put together an outstanding stat line. But the commentators' curse strikes. 22 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, only 1 turnover. And previously only 1 miss at the stripe for Sebastian Herrera. He misses the first on this trip, recovers to hit the second. An 8-point game with 3 minutes to play. Colombia know a win will send them to the AmeriCup. Atencio misses the quick 3-point shot. They play the game at that quick pace, but that almost is a disadvantage to Colombia now, because it gives Chile so many more opportunities. Now 3 from Roque. A little while ago for Colombia, their first 3 of the second half after they'd made 9 before half-time. Herrera goes glass, puts it in on the burst to the basket. Sebastian Herrera has 25 points to tie the 25 of Romario Roque. It's a 6-point game, 2.5 to play. Again, Colombia looking to take early shots in the shot clock, and Chile being left with so much time. Injacko down the baseline, takes the ring road around the defense. Up fake, skip forward, 3-point shot, Herrera off. Offensive rebound and a whistle. So foul on Roque. Again, both teams at the foul limit. And Roque, who'd been dangling by a disciplinary thread, has now fouled out. So Colombia's top scorer in the game, the joint top scorer in the game between both teams, Romario Roque, 25 points. With an immense, epic start to this game, suffers a disappointing finish. And has to leave it to his teammates to try and see that 19 points in the first 7.5 minutes for him was the building of the platform for a win. Chile still very much have other ideas. Both of them going down again for carry-on. Made 1 of his first 4 before just hitting 4 in a row. Chile back within 4 from 20 down. 20 down with 11.5 minutes to play. Can Colombia stand the Chilean heat? Off from Teo, a chance to make it a 1-possession game. Sebastian Carrasco, who himself has dealt with foul trouble. Herrera, who's showing his superstar material. Carrasco, who's really stepped up in the absence of Manuel Suarez, their top scorer, slipped in. Shot clock winding down. Can they get it away? Little push shot. But it's a shot clock violation. And Colombia come up with a huge defensive stop in the final minute and a half. Can they stop the Chile charge? They're led by 20 at this stage. 1 period ago. That lead now just 4 points. By a distance, Colombia's best offensive performance of this campaign, but you really have to look at the spread of the points. 40 of their points in the first quarter, 23 the second, 15 in the third, only 10 in this fourth quarter for Colombia. Their offense has slowed to nearly a standstill. Chile, more consistent, 25 in the first, 23 in the second, 16 in the third period that they edged, and now 20 here in the fourth. They've doubled the tally of Colombia in this final period. Can they keep it going to complete a comeback from 20 down? Mario Roque's 25 points for Colombia may yet come on the wrong side of the result. He set the house on fire in the first 7.5 minutes. Now he sits, waiting anxiously for the final result. Colombia by 4, final minute and change remaining. Atencia to the elbow, off again. Everything is for Colombia, but offensive rebounds are helping them out. They have done all night, but now even more important. Chile have only grabbed 8 through the game. Colombia have just about doubled that tally. And Jacko's 4th foul. There's an 18-7 advantage for Colombia in second chance points. They could look to stretch that. With Ibargüen at the line here. High pressured free throws. Split his previous pair. He makes the first this time. And the second with a little help from the home rim. Here in Cali. They're looking to seal it with a kiss. A kiss off the rim. He's been the protagonist for them in terms of that rebounding advantage. Has 5 of their 15 offensive rebounds, Ibargüen. And now 13 points. It's still just a 2-possession game with almost exactly a minute to play. Points hard to come back from the field for Colombia in this second half, in particular this fourth quarter. So free throws absolutely crucial. 78% at the line as a team. Chile improving in that regard, but still only 67%. Now, what is a tight game could be a costly percentage. Chile down 6, have missed 10 free throws. Thomas Diaz's team see it over the finish line? Can they crawl over the finish line first? He sprinted out of the gates. Three-pointer off for Carrasco by a distance, but an offensive rebound, and Herrera falling back, can't convert. Back-to-back three-point misses, and then a foul as well. Clear foul on Felipe Haas. And he came in having played 2 games against Argentina last February. The 26-year-old centre averaged 11 points, 9.5 rebounds. He's back with the team, Haas, here tonight, looking to offer a boost, but he's only scored 5 points. And tough shooting. Now a 3-possession Colombia lead, making their free throws down the final stretch. Michael Wright makes a pair, takes it up to 8, and Colombia once again are within touching distance, not just of the win, but of the AmeriCup. Colombia set to go 3-2 over the first 5 games. If they win this one, that would tie them level at the top of the group with Argentina, who they welcome to this arena in a couple of days' time for their final game. But it would be enough, the win tonight, to see Colombia officially qualify for the 2025 AmeriCup by virtue of having the head-to-head over Chile. Reverse meeting by 6 in Chile, back on game day 3. Chile, if they do lose, as it seems now they will be in a deep, deep hole, bottom of the group at 2 and 3. Going to a Venezuela team that beat Argentina earlier this evening for their final game. Off the back of the timeout, they need a conversion. Herrera, 23 points tonight, bundling through the lane and getting the roll-around score to keep them breathing. Just a 2-possession game with 36 seconds to play, and a foul. They're going to make Colombia earn it from the line. It's Andres Ibargüen who will get there. He's been one of the big 3 for Colombia. After a slow start to the evening, he's really racked up numbers, and Jacko's racked up fouls, and fouls out for Chile, but Ibargüen gets the bounce on the first to put him to 4 of 5 at the line. 1 more to come. He's also 5 of 7 from the field. He's got 8 rebounds, 5 offensive rebounds. A block shot as well. And offensive rebounds off missed free throws becoming a theme for Colombia. Picked off on his way back by Michael Wright. After Chile had a chance. Defensive desire from Michael Wright, and Colombia have had that intensity in their play to try and seal this in front of their home fans here. When their shooting dried up, their hustle did not. Now their free throws have dried up. They've got 16 offensive rebounds tonight. Chile only have 9. Atencia hits the second. And the clock is not Chile's ally. Herrera misses. And Colombia are going to qualify. And now they're looking to seal it in style. Michael Wright raises the roof. Colombia with their best offensive performance of these qualifiers. Chile will fight till the final seconds. But Colombia are going to do the double over Chile. High fives all round on the bench. Thomas Diaz winning 2 of his first 3, including both games against Chile after taking over the team for that first game in the November window. Carrasco fouls out for Chile. It had been a great effort from him, a much improved effort. 23 points for Sebastian Carrasco. 6 assists as well, but he fouls out. Will Chile fall out of contention to make the AmeriCup after such a positive start? They're now going to have to go to Venezuela and produce an outstanding performance, as Colombia have done here. And for the first time in their history, Colombia will qualify for 3 straight AmeriCups. Thomas Diaz finishing the job that was started before him. Wins 2 of his first 3 on the Colombian bench. Wins this one by 6. And Colombia officially punched their ticket to the showpiece event. They'd never before been to the AmeriCup before now making 3 straight tournaments. A continual improvement. Didn't win at their first appearance at the Continental Showpiece. Got their first win at their second appearance. Now what can they do at their third? Smiles and high fives all round. They know they are going to the main event. Led by Romario Roque's 25 points, but that hardly tells the story. 19 of those came in the first 7.5 minutes. Fantastic scenes of celebration in Cali. So many players stepped up in the end after Romario Roque's red-hot start. That shooting was infectious right up until half-time. His teammates knocking down a number of threes after his early 4. They finished with 9 threes in the first half, a first half in which they poured in 63 points. After a 40-point first quarter, they only hit 1 3 in the second half and had to grind out the result with their hustle, their offensive rebounding, as Roque fouled out and had a nervous look on his face for a large part of that fourth quarter, but a very different look now for the number 7, who does finish as the top scorer. But what a performance off the back of his electric start from his teammates Juan Teo, Hansel Atencia and Andres Ibargüen. Look back at the story of a quite incredible evening in Cali that finishes 97-91. They were threatened to turn into a defensive duel in the second half. Chile's defense finally showing up after they conceded 63 first half points. But in the end, that 40-25 first period in Colombia's favor, in which Roque shot the lights out, was too big a hole to climb out of for Chile. They ended up tying with their hosts the second quarter, winning both the third and the fourth periods, but still losing the game by 6. And on the wrong side of the result, 25 points for Sebastian Herrera for Chile, 23 for Sebastian Carrasco. They could hardly have done much more, but it's Colombia who win this one. And Chile now have to produce something special in Venezuela in a couple of days' time. Teo finishing with the double-double for Colombia. 14 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists as well. 3 offensive rebounds, 3 steals. And a 23 efficiency, the best of all players. The 39-year-old with a huge performance in the center position to see Colombia, and indeed to see himself, to one more AmeriCup. What a game earlier on in Venezuela as they edge Argentina 67-64. That really opened up the group. But Colombia are officially through to the main event with this win over Chile here tonight. 97-91 it finishes. Three and 2 level with Argentina, and a win that also is very positive indeed for Argentina. Argentina are officially through as well, so 2 tickets punched here on game day 5 in the group of death, Group A. But still one more to be decided as Venezuela host Chile in the final game on game day 6 in a couple of days' time.